Now, reality can be whatever I want.
What's going on, my beautiful DC brothers and sisters? And let me just break down my review of Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 1 right quick. I had a great time watching it. As you know, I'm not the biggest fan of Peacemaker Season 1, not the biggest fan of the Suicide Squad, but I think what James Gunn did here is he's really focusing on the dramatic elements of Chris throughout this season, because this first episode right here was very dark, very emotional. You still had your James Gunn R-rated humor, which I thought was pretty funny this time. It definitely worked for me a lot better, especially the timing of John Cena. I thought his comedic timing was great. I thought the cameos and Easter eggs were awesome. And the retcon of the Snyderverse Justice League in the opening credits of that, I thought that was brilliant. And I thought that was fun, seeing Mr. Terrific, David Cornsweet, Supergirl, obviously in shadows, but seeing seeing Guy Gardner and Isabella Merced as Hawkgirl. Again, I loved it. It was awesome. And I thought, I thought James Gunn really did just a clever way of making sure that Peacemaker is within the DCU without making it so complicated as we fans made it out to be. But James Gunn's like, no, this is really simple. This is how it's going to be. Loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Can't wait for episode 2 of Peacemaker.
It's so beautiful.
Now on to exciting news. James Gunn's Superman soars past 600 million at the worldwide box office, becoming the first superhero film to cross that milestone. Congratulations to DC Studios. Congratulations to James Gunn and the cast and crew. This is monumental, especially with the first DCU film under James Gunn's belt. And James Gunn actually talked about the pressure of delivering a movie that he hoped would succeed, because make no mistake about it, if this movie failed, then the DCU would have been canceled by David Zaslav in a heartbeat. But thank God that wasn't the case. Thank God critics and audiences enjoyed themselves. So here's James Gunn on the success of Superman. Quote, "It means now we have the freedom to tell these other stories in a way that's really exciting. Now I can just be creative and don't have to be as concerned with the life and death of the DC brand as I was a month and a half ago." So now James Gunn has the complete reign and freedom to basically really push the envelope, be even more creative, less restrictions. Not that he had any before, but now with the success under his belt, now he really can go full throttle, not really have to worry about other dissenting opinions. Not that he won't listen. Not that James Gunn won't listen to them at all. Obviously, he has his own roundtable of creatives, throwing ideas back and forth. But now he really has the no pun intended, the authority to really just be creative and really go balls to the wall and really try some new shit, which is very exciting for him, exciting for us, the fans, that it won't be just a carbon copy of the MCU, but it'll be its own thing. Obviously, we have Superman, which is a family-friendly show, and then if you watch the first episode of Peacemaker, not so family-friendly. Damn near X-rated. But I love this for us, the fans, and I cannot wait for the sequel to Superman, which is going to be Superman, Supergirl, and Brainiac. Let's go. So that's going to be it. Hit like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Discord, TikTok. This is Ash Cheeks. Share the video, like the video. It helps immensely. And as always, truth out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the weekend.